let us remember also that Xi Jinping is talking about two goals, but also 200 years. That is, first 100 years from the creation of the party 1921 to 2020 to create a moderately prosperous society. But the second 100 years is 1949, establishment of the PRC until 2050 to have this the process of Renaissance completed. So he's thinking about the past. It's a recapitulation, is in continuity with what has been achieved in a very inclusive way. And Chinese characteristics do not mean only about what happened or what has been developed by China in China since 1921, but in a civilization with 5,000 years of history. And in the report, Xi Jinping mentions the 5,000 years of Chinese history. So continuity we have, but a capacity, an ambition to project China into the future.
I believe that in the West in particular, we would need to have a lot of discussion to understand adequately the nature of governance in China. Now, there is a long history behind China. China has 5,000 years of history. And what we now see is a small part of this very long history. But that long history is very interestingly consistent, and that is that the collective work and collective spirit is there, but very often that collective spirit of the country is expressed in a single person or in a single thought. And that's something special. Not all countries function like this. That means that when the Chinese Communist Party speaks about the centrality of leadership and clarity of and coherence of leadership, it doesn't speak only about a particular team of people, but it speaks about the collective spirit of the country, which is traditional and which is possible for the future.
We can expect more theories, more strategies to be announced very soon, I believe, because Xi Jinping is a visionary. I'm sure that his brain continues to produce new ideas. So I'll be very happy to know about those new ideas, to examine it, to think about them. So this process of developing Marxism, Leninism, Mao Zedong thought, what we call the socialism with Chinese characteristics, it only entered the new era. This new era will be prolonged.
In this context, the Belt and Road Initiative is a very concrete project to bring shared prosperity, and which is why, as an Indian, I believe and very strongly advocate that India should participate in the Belt and Road Initiative as an equal partner on the basis of equality. And I believe that the China-Pakistan economic corridor, India should support it, because Pakistan, if Pakistan becomes prosperous, it's good for us. We are neighbors. In fact, we belong to one civilizational family, and we are neighbors. So we should understand each other. We should begin to trust each other, so that we benefit you, you benefit us. Therefore, the 19th Party Congress, when I read it very carefully, in fact, when Xi Jinping was delivering his speech, I listened to it with great attention, all 3.5 hours. And I believe that Indian people, the thinking people in India, should study this speech very seriously. There are many messages, there are many learnings, and also, most important, is that there is a certain resonance between the Chinese wisdom and the Indian wisdom in Xi Jinping's speech. So it is Chinese wisdom, but also in some ways the wisdom of Asia, the wisdom of the East.